Hey, look, it's the kid. So this past weekend, I did garage selling, as I am wont to do on occasion. And not occasion, I mean every weekend. It's like an obsession with me. It is really like an addiction. But this weekend actually paid off. I searched for records on Facebook Marketplace, and something popped up, and a guy said he would be selling records at the townwide yard sale in Smithville, which is about half an hour away from here. So I was like, great, headed to there, and he had lots of records. I bought quite a few. He was $5 a record, but was still pretty good. But it was the other ones that were great. I got toys from the 1970s. 1970s toys. It doesn't happen anymore. You don't find it, you don't see it. And I was like super psyched about that. So I'm gonna stop babbling and just show you the stuff. And the kid again, where'd he go? There he is. Thumbs up.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, still waking up. I'm not used to getting up this early.
I can sort of relate to that. So these ones are 5 here?
Yeah, they're firm because I know I could sell most of them for more and just thinning out my collection.
Cool.
These open to discussion.
All right, fair enough. And how much are your CDs?
50 cents.
Okay. What is this thing? What is that? I've seen that before.
Probably a collector's item.
I might give that a try, actually. Oops.
Thank God the weather held up, eh?
Yeah, well, I think by the end of today it won't be.
Well,
won't be in the.
the.
Yeah. And this one you're counting as a $2 one, then? Is that what that is?
Well, I just put that in there. That's $5.
That one's 5 too. Okay, all right.
Just I didn't have room to put
No,
it in
I
there.
understand. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You got a pretty good album collection yourself?
About 3,000 to 4,000 pieces now.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, I've got
So
about
some of these
1,000.
are gonna go to my collection. Some I'm probably gonna throw up for trade bait.
Right. Yeah.
Some I'll probably even sell to other people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
James Gang. Now on these $5 ones, the condition.
As far as I know, they're all good. Most
They're
of
all
them
good.
are from my own collection.
Okay. All right.
I ended up with double and triple of some albums.
Yeah.
And one, my sister went through a divorce and I bought a bunch off her.
Oh. Well.
She was going to throw them away. I said, are you kidding me? They're worth money.
Yeah. Well.
Yours mainly rock your collection? Or?
Primarily, yeah. It's all over the place. Like I have like some punk and like weird stuff, some jazz, some blues. I like sort of psychedelic 60s music and things like that.
I have a lot more to go through. I just haven't had time to do it yet.
Yeah, no, it's collections are they're sometimes they're like work. You love them, but oh, you got tapes too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they're even.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm basically set. So I got out of the 5, I got 1, 2, 3.
Now this one's a double, you know that, eh? The Electric Light Orchestra. So it'd be
Oh, is
7.
it?
Yeah.
7? Okay, we'll put that one aside for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17. Oh, no, these were off the thing. 17 at 5.
14.
Yeah. Any chance you'd give me those for 5 each since I'm buying a stack, or is that?
Sure.
Okay, so 17, 18, 19 at 5. And then these ones were out of the
Yeah, the $2 ones.
$2 ones.
So how
You're
many are
saying,
there? 2?
Yeah, there's 2 of those. And you were saying this one is 5.
$5, yeah.
Okay, and then I got 3 tapes, which I don't know
Oh,
where
50 cents a
50
piece.
cents a piece, okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CDs, which you were saying 50 cents.
Yeah, so $3. So
Okay.
say $108.
$108, okay.
Hopefully you have,
1, 2,
I have some change, but
4, 5, there's 100.
give.
And then there is 10. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look through here.
Okay, it would be helpful if I put my knapsack thing on the right side up.
You know what? I'm probably looking through these now. I might end up giving you some of that back. There, we made it. There's a few bucks back. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck. Hopefully you enjoy them, and
Yeah,
if
oh,
not,
I will.
resell them, make a bit of
I'm
money.
gonna go put them in. Okay, so I just grabbed these from a garage sale that was just down from the church sale that I was at. There's nothing crazy here until you get to early Titans, and then that guy, which is, you know, pretty good. So far, pretty good. Okay, so this is the stuff, and as I was saying, I had, you know, a pretty good garage sale day. It especially because for what I do, which is primarily vintage everything, I don't find that much anymore at garage sales. I still go, I do find stuff, but not like I used to. Like back in the 90s and even the early 2000s, every garage sale you went to had something. And now I'm lucky if I find one that has a few things that are sort of for like 1980s or earlier. Um, I can't believe I consider 1980s vintage, but it is now. That's what they can consider it. But yeah, so this one was good. Town wides are always usually get something because if you hit enough, eventually, hopefully, you find something. And man, yeah, this time for me, and for what I collect, it was great. So I got enough stuff that I couldn't do it in the photo booth room that I've been doing it in recently. So this is going back to old school where I used to just do it on the store floor. So here we go. I'm going to be putting stuff up on the table. First, start with the records. These were all $5 a piece. And I think I did have some footage there of me picking those up. People ask me, I've had, why don't you wear, why don't you have all your footage? I'm not super comfortable filming, going up to people's personal garage sales. I filmed at the church sale because it was kind of like, I feel differently about multiple sales in an outdoor event. I'm sure at some point I'll get over it and I'll be filming more at garage sales, but I'm just not there yet. So anyways, so yeah, picked up a pretty good lot of records. This one's got sort of, it had a sticker on there, and unfortunately it did leave a mark. It didn't tear, but it just discolored it a little bit. But still a great album at $5 is what I was paying for these. The ELO, I actually thought I put this back, but I guess not. Purple's Machine Head, The Doors' Greatest Hits. Again, nothing super rare. These are all bread and butter stuff. This was at a different garage sale later on. I get asked for this record all the time. Mamas and Papas. Chambers Brothers, this is has a nice hype sticker on there too, which is kind of cool. Copy of the Birds, such a good record. Sam Cooke, anything. Sam Cooke is amazing, but anything that has a change is going to come. It's got a bit of wear down there in the corner. Looks like it's been like delete bin clipped or something. Marianne Faithfull, another amazing, amazing voice. Speaking of amazing voices, perhaps one of the best in country music ever, Poppy Gentry and Sweet Donovan. These ones are more the $5. Those were, I think he had a couple of bucks a piece on those ones, which I grabbed. Yeah, you see me pick these up, which is Synchronicity, Fleetwood Mac's Tusk. This one was $2. He had a $2 bin there too. So James Gang for $2. The cover's not in the best shape. The record's still pretty good. Same with this Eagles. Same thing. Meatloaf, $5. Again, I thought I'd put this Elton John back because I have like multiple copies of it in the store already, but whatever. Another copy of Purple. Bowie's Aladdin Sane. This was part of the Best Buy series that came out in Canada. So it's not a first pressing, but still a nice early pressing. Boston. Blondie. Another copy of Meatloaf. This is one I thought for sure I put back because, again, I have multiple copies of this in the store right now, the Wings. This is something I don't get quite as often. Neil Young, A Crazy Horse, Rust Never Sleeps. And then I think, oh yeah, this was a sealed Boston. So that's kind of nice. Another Boston. And then I got 2 copies of Led Zeppelin 4. 1 and 2. The records are all really clean. Even the covers on most of these are really clean too. So that was a nice pickup. Pretty happy to grab that. I'm just going to lean these back up there and throw some on the floor. Because, who doesn't love that sort of thing? Hey. So, yeah, I'll just start bringing stuff up that I got for the rest of it. This was a pretty amazing find. Encyclopedia Britannica in the, I think, like late 60s or 1970s produced these. I don't know if they sold them directly or if it was offered to people who bought their encyclopedia collections that year. But it's really cool. It's got this black ocean on it. Really nice chrome stand that moves quite a bit, a lot of articulation to it. So that's one, and it's in really nice shape. Yeah, it's dusty, but that'll clean up really quick. And I think I paid somewhere around $5 for it. And again, like, even on eBay, the comps, that's $5 Canadian, by the way, for my American friends. So it's probably closer to $4 American. And the US sale comps on this are, you know, anywhere from $49 to $69.99. I think there's a few lower than that and then a few higher than that as well. But that seems to be the range. So that's really cool pickup. Again, a cool vintage piece. Decorator piece, and globes are always in demand. I sell them all the time. I don't normally deal in Tupperware, but orange stuff I always pick up, and this is an early Tupperware piece. Again, it was $1. Probably be able to get 10 out of that. Here is the stuff that I had some of my most fun with. It was toys. Sorry, no, not the best camera work in the world here. At one garage sale, let's see, there we go. All at one garage sale, I got all these 70s toys. Now, I had these as a kid. So this Spider-Man, these are Mego, probably I think like mid 70s, probably mid to early 70s, if I recall correctly. He's got a funky leg. I don't know what's going on. You can't bend it. It's a weird shape. I haven't stripped him off to look, but I'm going to keep this one anyways, because it is one that I had as a kid, and kind of wanted it back. Not willing to go out and pay big money for like a mint one, so why not just grab one here? Just a word to the wise. As you can see here, he is sort of the flesh tone torso. There is one, and it's a little rare and can fetch a lot more money. And it is a red torso, so the same color as his hands would be on the torso itself. So keep your eye out for that, because those are worth quite a bit more money, upwards of nearly $100 for some of those in that variant. Batman, he's missing everything, but his head's in pretty nice shape. And then this is a later 12-inch Mego soup. It is the Christopher Reeves face. So probably 77, I think, was when Superman came out, the movie. He has his boots. He has his cape. His belt is missing, but he's got his sticker on the front there. He has the weird gray face. Don't know why, but Mego, for these 12 inches, had... some of them, their face goes gray. I had a Buck Rogers that was brand new in the pack. Never been opened, never been taken out, and it was gray in the face. A lot of them do that. So something to watch out for. Still a cool piece anyways. I think it was $5 for all three. So she also had this. Normally, I don't pick up a lot of Disney toys unless they're really early. This is made in Hong Kong. It's Dakin. As you can see, Walt Disney Productions on there. And always keep your eye out for Hong Kong toys, because it kind of indicates that they were a little bit earlier. This is a nice Goofy. He's in really good shape, and the hardest part about him all the time is this little black vinyl jacket is almost always missing. With the jacket, he's around a $30 toy. Seems to sell through for that on the higher end of things. So he's a nice example, so probably will go on the higher end of things. Cylon Warrior from Battlestar Galactica. A Stormtrooper. I asked her if they had any more, and she said, no, we don't have any more of that. A Cylon spaceship, unfortunately missing his the cover there, and this is the later edition that has the missiles that don't actually shoot out, but still the stickers are nice. You know, maybe at some point I'll be able to get myself a cover for it, so that'll be nice. This I just threw in anyways. It's a Tootsie toy. Probably it's made in the USA, so you're probably looking at the 70s again, not quite the 60s. This is probably the sleeper of the lot. It's a little beat up, but I'd never seen this before. And let's see, can I get the company on there for you guys to be able to see it? So this company, who I can't see right now anyways, they had the rights to... they must have had the rights to Marvel characters back in the 1970s. This is made in Hong Kong. This is probably mid 70s again. And they produced a lot of sort of inexpensive Marvel toys. As a kid, I had a Spider-Man on a motorcycle, I believe. They had things like that. They weren't super expensive, but they were official Marvel brandings. Now, this guy, I couldn't find an example of this Spider-Man helicopter anywhere, and there's a little Spidey in there. Again, it's got some teeth marks on there, probably a kid. Same thing here. Probably had some sort of base that had a pull string on it, because underneath here you can see that spins. And it was probably something that if you pulled the pull string on it, it flew up. Again, I've not been able to find another Spider-Man on this. I did find another with a character I wasn't familiar with. It wasn't Marvel or DC. So yeah, that's a bit of a mystery. But I think that's probably the sleeper out of the lot. So yeah, pretty happy. Again, 1970s toys. I don't find them very often anymore. Not at garage sales. Maybe you're lucky and in your area things like this pop up all the time. But where I'm at, it doesn't happen very often anymore. Okay, so we'll just move those aside. Oh, I didn't go over this. This I thought might be like SSP, but it's not. And it's probably, yeah, what does that say on there? Is that 1980, right on, made in Macau. So it says CFG Productions. I'm not super familiar with that, but it sort of has that smaller SSP version. So I picked that up too. I'm going to have to do a little bit more sort of research and looking into that. What else did I get when I was out there? So this is, whoops. So this is a dance. It's labeled on there. So you can see. That's the one for France. And it's a Coben style. So just for those who don't know, anytime you see this sort of handle on any enameled pot, more than likely it's a dance Coben style. Jens Kisgaard actually designed them. And you should usually, generally, if you find them in a garage sale, pick them up. You know, because most of the stuff sells in the like 50 plus zone in good shape. Now this one's got a few dings on the enamel. The handle needs a bit of cleaning up. The whole thing needs a bit of cleaning up. It's a fondue pot. Again, it's got all the parts for it there. Just needs a good cleanup in general. The pot alone was selling for 75 bucks in various different colors. Orange and blue seem to be the two big colors, so this is kind of, you know, got that going for it. I figure I can get, as it is, like 75 bucks to, you know, maybe push 100 on it if I do a really good job cleaning it up. And that is, you know, from $5 pickup. So totally happy with that. Another thing, I think that was like $5, maybe 10. I can't remember exactly. I've got to write these things down more. It's a giant bag of curling pins. Most of the time, curling stuff, you know, pins in general don't bring a lot, but there's a few big ones in here for, you know, for my American friends and people around the world. In Canada, curling is really big. It's one of our bigger sort of leisure sports, and there are sort of like the equivalents to like the Super Bowl if curling is like different briars. And there's a bunch of briar pins in here from various ones all through the 60s and 70s. There's some patches in there as well. So, you know, I took a flyer on it. There's enough in there that even if I get like $1 a piece for it, I'll still be doing perfectly fine on that. But there's a couple in there. There's like a silver briar pin. And I think that on its own is probably going to go for around 15, 20 bucks. So, you know, slow seller, but kind of cool to have. And if worst case scenario, a lot of bunch up and stick them on the eBays. I did pick up this guitar. I love guitars and musical instruments. I collect them myself. This is a probably late 60s, early 70s Regent guitar. It's Japanese made, so it's okay quality, pretty good quality in general. It wouldn't have been a high-end instrument back in the day. But it is a 12 string. Now, it's had some repairs, had a neck repair, but the guy who was there told me about the neck repair, pointed it out, and he said it's really solid. He used a biscuit back in the day when he repaired it. He had this in college, and he was in his like late 60s, early 70s. So this guitar's seen some things. I mean, worst case scenario, it's a wall hanger, and it was only $5. I mean, got the straps worth that. So I've sort of done some. The neck is really solid. I've done, you know, a little bit of tension on it to try and see if it moves at all, and it doesn't. So I'm going to take a flyer and try and string it up as a 12 string to see what happens. But worst case scenario, like I said, pretty cool wall hanger for somebody. Always worth picking up a guitar at $5. Can't go wrong. Speaking of can't go wrong, lately, I don't know what it is, I've been getting uncut sheets of cards, and I just, if you go back and look at one of my other videos, I got 3 uncut sheets, and I had this exact uncut sheet again. This is the second time I've had it. This one is the, what year is it? It's the 78-79 hockey year, and this is Bobby Orr's last card, put out by a Peachy anyways. And it's him in the Team Canada outfit. I don't think he actually played. His knees were in really rough shape at that point, and again, I think he retired after that. He got traded from Boston to Chicago, and I can't remember how many years he played at Chicago now, but it wasn't very long. His knees were basically done, and yeah, this was sort of it. I can't remember, is that Tiger Williams rookie? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not 100% on that anyway. But it's got all these All-Stars on here. There's Salming. And then the cool thing is that those All-Stars, back in the day, they used to do them so that would form a puzzle piece, so you get to see that whole picture on the back, this kind of thing. Again, this one, it's not in the greatest of shape. It's got a tear there. It's got some creasing. But they make great display pieces. And anybody who grew up like I did in the 1970s, you want 70s hockey stuff to hang in your man cave, as it were. This is it. It's, you know, it's a great piece. Again, like $5 for it, so you can't really go too far wrong. Same place that I got the fondue pot from, I picked up this really cool teak canister set. Again, 4 pieces, so they're all there. There's no labels on them. Doubt that they're Danish teak. It's probably Philippines. But even still, people are just looking for teak stuff for the kitchen. And so I'm missing the really big one somewhere. No, that's right, 4 there. Okay, so that's them. The beautiful thing about teak is this. It can have like some, you know, minor scratches, a few little dings and things like that. It can look dried out. Just go and get some oil, like teak oil. You rub it in there, and honestly, all of that just disappears, and these things will glow. So people who have sort of mid-century styled kitchens or houses in general, especially Scandinavian and Danish style design stuff, will probably want these to go in their kitchen just as canister set. So that's kind of cool. This, I believe this is a 1980s version of it. Let's see if I can see the markings on it somewhere. Mattel. No. Oh, wait, there we go. What does that say right there? My eyes are so bad I can't make that out, but I bet you can. This one's made in Mexico, so I'm going to say probably 1980s. For those of you who are like, I love Soundgarden, and for those of you who know, you know about this toy and Soundgarden. But here, I'll give you an example. You put it on, you pull the arm down, and it does it for every single animal on there. I love talking toys, so this one was a no-brainer for me. Minolta camera that I picked up as well. This is going to be a shelf sitter for somebody. I don't even know if I can get the thing open with one hand right now. Okay, we're going to do this. A little bit of bad camera work, because that's kind of my thing right now. Oh, not that bad. But yeah, it's got the Rockor lens on there. It's an ALS. Good little shelf sitter. It's really clean, gorgeous case. Again, it was $5. You can't turn down $5 stuff. So again, for my American friends, that's $5 Canadian, which is 4. This was $2. I get people who come into the store. See, I have to remember, I'm thinking about selling online as well as in my retail store. And sometimes there's stuff that I buy that, you know, I would never list online. This is one of them because shipping it would be a pain in the butt. But I have a thing over there filled with canes and stuff like that. And people are always looking for good canes. So this is kind of a neat one. I don't think it's tremendously old, but it's a good little gator carving on there. You know, not spectacular or anything like that, you know, tourist grade. But somebody would want that. And again, it was $2. So I gotta remember to peel the price sticker off that, but it'll just sit in there with all the other ones. Creepy Toys, 1980s, my buddy. It's got some staining. The blonde one sells really well. This guy is starting to pick up in sale prices because of he has the potential to become very haunted. I've seen people online who customize these things and they're more terrifying than the Chucky dolls. So they've started to pick up in sales. So again, I picked it up, it's a couple of bucks. Totally worth grabbing as far as I'm concerned. And I'll put it up online, probably not more than $15 in total for it. But you know, somebody who wants it for that craft project, they don't need a mint one. Because they're just going to paint it up and do all kinds of crazy stuff with it anyways. This, I don't know a lot about it, but it's Peter Gabriel. It was like a PC thing that he did. Don't know how rare it is. Don't really know anything about it at all, but I was like, a couple of bucks, that's fine. I think it was $4. It was sold by the guy who sold me the records. More 70s toys. I think this is that's 1980, right on. So almost 70s. Amazing Spider-Man puzzle. And then this one, which is probably a similar time. No, it's 79, is the Incredible Hulk. Look, he's juggling rocks. Way to go, Hulk. I love puzzles. They're hard to display, but once you do them up, I think they look really good, and you get almost like, it's like having a mini poster. If you're willing to take the time, put them together and mount them on a piece of board and then frame them, I think they look fantastic. What else? There's a bunch of CDs. I'm not going to get into those, mainly because it's, they're CDs. I just bought them more for personal than anything else. You guys saw him get some comic books there. Nothing super fantastic. I missed out. Apparently he had a whole bunch of comics from the 1980s. Somebody else bought them before I got there. For some reason or other, he left this behind. I mean, that's a $20 comic, easy. The Masters of the Universe #1, and then a bunch of X-Men. There's no real heavy hitters in here, but most of these are going to be $4 and maybe $5 a piece in my store. But with the you can't leave them down. There's an appearance of MODOK. So yeah, that's an early Titans. I actually don't know if I have that one. I collect Titans comics because, for those of you who don't know, at one point for the Netflix series Teen Titans, or just Titans, sorry, they filmed out here out front of the store, and you can actually see my store sign in there, and all the actors came in the store and signed some comic books for me and hung out, and the crew was amazing. They were here for nearly a week shooting. So yeah, I've always collected Teen Titans comics. It was just a nice sort of thing where parts of my youth and my adult business lined up really nicely. I'm not going to put that there because it's going to fall, and we've already had that happen. Oh, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'm not going to lie today. I am slow off the mark. That's why I probably don't have the usual frantic energy that I normally have during these things. So this is probably, this is it. This is the last thing that I grabbed there. Actually, there's one more thing. There was, and I don't have it out here because it's still sitting in the van because, again, a bit lazy. There is a probably mid-50s, late 50s coffee table that has hairpin legs. And the black wire hairpin legs. Now, the table's not in great shape. I'll probably get rid of the top, but the hairpin legs I'm actually going to put, because it's an almost identical top as this boomerang table that I've had for a while. and I'm going to put the hairpin legs on that because I think it'll look really great. So I picked that up for, again, it was like, I think $5. You can't buy a set of hairpin legs for, I think, under 25 anymore, if you're lucky to find that anyways. So I grabbed that. This was a guy who just had a lot of paper stuff, and I was looking, I'm a sucker for people who try to sell me stuff, so I was looking at it mainly because of the Blue Jay box. He had $5 on the box. It was all the Blue Jay stuff, newspapers, commemorative magazines, collectible items, all kinds of things like that. They're sort of World Series game stuff because, you know, we won the series back to back. And there's even a couple of, there's a World Series program in there. There's Joe. Oh, sweet Joe. And there's John Olerud. We had some great players. And basically there was a bunch of other stuff. He had a whole bunch of 9/11 newspapers. And then he had some things like one of the Toronto papers of Elvis's passing. There's a couple more in there of Elvis's passing when they finished the CN Tower, which is kind of a big deal around here. Now this, I believe, is a reprint. Because it actually says brought to you by MC Associates reprint, right? So there you go, it is a reprint. I don't know when this was put out. It probably has some age to it still, but somebody will want that. I've actually had some success. Where is it? I just go to the dollar store and buy the foam core boards and stick the covers in the foam core and put them, depending on what the cover is on there. That's a Moonshot one. I'll put anywhere from like $20 to $25 on them and sell them through. So he was selling, the Blue Jay lot was $5. And then he's like, if you want all the other ones, and there's a lot of historical newspapers covers down there. I don't know if you can see that. He's like, if you want all of them, I think it was $15, or maybe it was 10. I can't remember. I think it was 10 because he said 15. I kind of stood there and then he said, how about 10? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm really easy to sell stuff to at the end of the day. So, oh yeah, wait, I just forgot these guys. Goosebumps books. When you can pick them up for like 50 cents and a quarter, I do, until you eventually get a big lot, and then you just lot them up and sell them because they're always easy to sell. This is a How to Win at Nintendo Games paperback. Not a lot of money in there, but again, it was like, I think, a quarter. And then this guy, which is just a voice recorder sort of Walkman type thing for GE. Again, a couple of bucks. Somebody will want it. So yeah, basically that's it. And yeah, for me, this is really good. This reminded me of garage sailing in the 1990s and early 2000s. It got me excited about it again because kind of, you know, at this point now when you're going out, you're excited, and then by the end of the day, you know, it's hit or miss, and it always used to be hit. So this was a nice little pickup to get. I'm going to leave it right there again because I need to go lie down. I'm not feeling that good. Anyways, I hope you guys are actually having a good day. And if you like this kind of stuff and you don't mind, you have a friend who doesn't mind long-winded babbling and really bad camera work in their videos, maybe show them my link and ask them to subscribe. That'd be great. All right, bye.